Hello, everyone. Today is a very exciting plan with me because I am going to be planning in the new dashboard layout. I have a whole walkthrough on this planner. This is my new Erin Condren dashboard planner. This, I'm hoping, will be my planner all of next year. I feel like it's going to be a very functional, wonderful planner for me, and so I'm super excited. I actually coiled in that sample book that they gave us as a freebie. I coiled it into the beginning of this planner. So I haven't really moved in, but those pages I did put into here. So we've done a couple of weeks. I'm just testing out the different layouts while I wait for my actual planner to start. Here is 2 weeks ago, last week, and then today we're going to be planning in this beautiful dashboard layout. I'm so excited about it. This one in particular is in the hexagon theme, and so we have the peachy colors for May. I don't know if in this there's another dashboard layout. Oh, there is one more, and it will be in the bouquet. So you can see the cursive. These little marks at the top, the little squares, indicate what week we're on. So those are not in your actual dashboard layout. You can see there's not a little square up here. So these are because they're from that little book. And today is our dashboard. Where did I lost it. Let me get back to it. Here, this dashboard layout. I'm so excited to be in this. I actually love the peachy colors, although it doesn't match the kit we're using, but that's okay. We are going to be using one of my new dashboard kits as well. So this is sheet A. It has all of your date headers and things like that. Sheet B, we have lots of check boxes and different things. And then this is sheet C, which has your appointment labels. And let's get started. This is going to be an experiment for me as well. I've never planned in this layout before. I'm not totally sure how we're going to do things. And so we will just kind of figure it out together as we plan. But I'm really excited about these new kits. I've kind of dabbled with them a little bit, just making sure that they fit the spaces that they go in. I think they're going to be so cute in this. So let's get started. I also brought in a couple of other things as supplemental kind of decor, I guess. One is actually the decor sheet with all the cute hydrangeas on it. This is kit 152. Did I say that? And then these are our new full boxes. You can still get the standard full boxes, which are amazing and work so well in so many planners. These are square though, so they're 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch, and they fit a little bit better over here. I like them in my horizontal. I use them. So here's the standard full box. It's more rectangle. And then here are the square ones. So it fits a little bit better, in my opinion, in the horizontal. It's not like a perfect fit for the horizontal box because it's a square and it needed to be able to work in all the planners. But I actually like having the little bit of white around it. I think it looks really cute. So I prefer it in the horizontal, and I think I would prefer it in this one because the full boxes are too tall for over here. Of course, you can use the full boxes over here. But so these are from the K kit, the weekly kit, and then the decor sheets, just in the decor sheets section. I want to start off by just putting down the washi, and I want to put down some of like the standard kit items so that we can just get going on the planning. You do not have to do this, but I like to use tweezers when I'm putting the numbers onto the days, and I like to do it before it's over here, although I sometimes forget, but it does make it a little bit easier. So this is the 19th through the 25th. It's my kids' last week of school as well. I have a son graduating, which is why we did I did the graduation kit last week because I don't have that graduation kit in this dashboard layout. I designed that kit before I even knew the dashboard layout was a thing. I really hope that this layout is as perfect as I'm thinking it's going to be. It's definitely like a functional layout. If you haven't watched my video, the launch video is when I featured this whole layout, so I'm not going to do a walkthrough it today like I have been with the past couple of Plan With Me's. It's just a very functional layout. It probably won't be as aesthetic as like a vertical or hourly would be, or even that horizontal was really, I feel like, aesthetic. This one is much more about function, which I think is a good thing. All right, so there are the days with the numbers on it. You can do a couple of things. This can be used however you want. If you want to leave the month up here, which you might, you can either cover it up and get month stickers. I have really cute tons of month stickers that you can get. You can get like black and white ones so they match any kit. I don't need to see the month. It's not something that I'm worried about. So I'm just going to cover it up and not worry about putting it on. You can also put the cute washi down on this side. It would fit on both sides, but I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to line it up to these top lines and then just cover that up. I'm next going to just, oh my goodness, my printers, these past couple videos, they just have decided to just kind of rev up in the middle of my filming. But next I'm going to put down the days of the week and cover up these days. And the nice thing about using a kit is I've heard some complaints that they feel like it should be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the weekend on this side. And I can switch it up, if I decide. I think I like the weekends being at the bottom. I actually like that it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and a notes section here. But if I decide that I want it vertical, I totally could do that too. So these little flags you may recognize. I've had them in my journaling kits for a couple of years and I just love them. So I decided to bring them into this kit. I like that it kind of ties a couple of my kits together. So if you like the journaling elements, like the more doodly looking things, you can use them in this as well and bring some interest in here. One of the hardest things about filming is I like getting up in the grill of my planner and I'm trying to not let you see the top of my head as I line things up. So I can't, I'm totally doing it wrong. I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now I'm going to change it. I want to do it the way that it is so I can see what I want to do in the future. I feel like when you start a new planner layout, you just kind of have to play with it for a few weeks before you figure out how it works best for you. So you may see me switch things around. And obviously my mind was thinking that it should be Monday through Thursday over here. So maybe in the future, that's what I'll decide to do. And then I have these, this kit comes with these 4 skinny washi, which you could use to cover up these lines here. I'm not worried about that because this does have a little bit of peachy elements in it. And I'm just going to let that tie it all together. Now, this kit comes with several things to cover up habit trackers, to cover up boxes, and you can use them however you'd like. It comes with these 2 square boxes too. So you could just cover up one side if you only want to do 3 habit trackers. It also comes with habit tracker covers just to make them so they all tie in to everything together. And it comes with all of these headers so you can make them say different things. I am going to use both of my big boxes. One is going to go on the priorities. The other one could cover up your habits, but I'm actually going to use it on my notes section down here. So I want to save this one for the top because I feel like the hydrangeas should go up here. I feel like they should be the star. And then I'm going to use this other blue one down here on this one. And it just fits perfect in that little note section. I just think it looks cute and kind of lets the days be days and the little note section be a separate thing. The other thing I really want to do is put down my checklist. So I do have a checklist to turn this note section into a checklist. And then there's these 2 smaller checklists that fit on these items. And so I want to put those down first. These here, you can do a lot with them, but I want to use them right now to separate my days. So I am going to have my appointments be on one side and my to-dos be on the other side. These little square boxes fit really, really nice in here on the line. So if you just line them up to the bottom line, they go in there. These bottom two are actually smaller than the rest of them. So let me see if I can show a different day. I'm going to use this stripe big hydrangea. So you can either line it up to the bottom line or center it. I'm going to center mine. Those are just a fun option for decor if you'd prefer them to be like box form. If not, I am definitely going to bring some of these in as well. All right, so I'm trying to decide if I want to use this. I think I'm going to put this big checklist down. I feel like this is going to be a chaotic a little bit plan with me because I'm not even sure how I want to totally use this here. And then I think I want to do a separation. So I'm going to use one of these skinny washies and see if I can line this up nicely. I'm going to put it over that notes title there to cover it. And then lay this out. Oh, I didn't line it up even. I have to redo that. And the nice thing about the way that this is laid out is I can have this be like personal to-dos, work to-dos, family to-dos, or whatever. I gave 8 different titles, priorities to do. So that's what you have here, and habits. Those are there, these top 3. But I also gave a notes section, which was this one. I gave this week, meals, memories, work. So that can all be in there as well. I'm going to label this one here, work. I think I want to do down here. And this would also be really nice for this one's memories. So you could have this be like a journaling section as well. You know what? I think I am going to do some habit tracking. So I'm going to cover this up really quick. And then I'm going to put habits here. I'm going to put priorities here. And then I think I'm going to use this week on this one. And then down here on this one, I'm going to put notes. All right, so there's kind of the basic layout. Now I need to decide what I'm going to do with these. I could bring these boxes. They can fit nicely in here and you can use them as like different things. I also have bigger boxes and half boxes. I'm going to be sticking mostly, I think, to the half boxes because I want to separate my days with these dotted lines. I need to maybe get a ruler so I can make sure they're lined up because I'm silly. Okay. So I'm not going to use them on every day, just on the weekdays. Or I might not use them on Tuesday either because I put that half box down. I also have these checklists, which can be put in here if you want to use those instead of the dotted or with the dotted. They can go right beside it. And then you have a little to-do list each day, which I just don't know if I need more to-do lists because I put to-do list here. But just to show you. So it would look like that. I am trying to decide if I'm going to keep those in. We'll see. But I feel like I did a lot of checklists now. There is just a lot you can do with this. Okay, so I already know I want to move this down because I want to use that top section. And I'm going to use these cute little flags that are on this to mark my workouts. And then before I write anything more, I want to put some decor down just to make sure that I have room for this because decor makes me so happy on planners. It's my favorite part of doing this sort of decorative planning. But I want to put some things on here. I for sure want to just bring in these hydrangeas. They're so pretty. And I think that this kit's one of my favorites that I've ever designed. And I just think it is so cute and pretty. And I want to make sure to get some of these hydrangeas in here. I still need room to plan though, so I don't want to do too much, but I think I'm just going to add a couple more of the butterflies and then call it good. All right, I'm so excited about this layout. I'm still not sure if I'm going to keep the checklist because I feel like it's kind of, I don't need both the dotted and the checklist, but we'll see. We're going to work on the appointments that I have first. And I do have all of these smaller appointment labels from the sheet C. I also have 8 quarter boxes here from my B2, my square box kit. So we'll probably bring in some of those. I might also just keep it really simple, and I feel like it's a little bit busy, so I might just use pen. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so on Monday, I think I am just going to use pen for now. On Monday, my oldest is having his senior walk. They call it the senior grad walk. And they pick up their cap and gown that day, and then they let all of the seniors put their wrinkly gowns on because they haven't steamed them yet. And led by the marching band, they walk the whole school, and then in the front little foyer, all of the parents of the grads are there, and they put lace on them and ribbons and give them gifts, and they walk around the school, and all the kids were crying because their teachers, it's their last walk around the school. It's very cute. So that is happening at 10 on Monday. And my other son is on club volleyball, and so I am carpool that day, so I'm taking them to volleyball practice. And then my other son at the same time has senior sunset. At the beginning of the year, they do senior sunrise, and they have this big party to the sunrise in the morning on their first day of school or the first week of school. And then on the last week of school, they do a senior sunset, and they have a party on the football field. So that's what this one is. I am wanting to go down. I do feel like I was about to go here again. So I am thinking I might do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next time to see if I like it more. On Tuesday, it's a little bit more of a free day. We're just going to be working all day long, but I generally don't always write work in here. It's just kind of known to me that I work every day. But my oldest is currently on a mission, and she is being transferred. And then my older son has an appointment that night that I need to remember, because we're right now down to 1 car. We're used to having 3. Our teenagers have 1, and then my husband and I each have 1. But my son totaled his truck, and my husband's truck's in the shop. So I'm driving everyone everywhere. My daughter is currently in drama. Her play is this weekend, and she has a drama practice. It's so fun to me. She is like drama. She could definitely get into drama. And my oldest daughter is very introverted, and she's an artist and would be happy just for the rest of her life to sit in her room and paint. My youngest is my other daughter, and she is drama is very her personality. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday. It's really throwing me off. Why I didn't think it would. Thursday, my daughter has an awards ceremony. Have you seen that Incredibles where they were talking about going to his son's 3rd grade graduation, and he goes, "Why do we keep finding ways to celebrate mediocrity?" I always feel that way about award ceremonies. I want to go to graduation. I want to celebrate when they come home with their honor roll, certificate. But I don't think I need to go every quarter for 5 kids to see them get, "You obeyed the teacher in April." I just don't. I'm glad they're receiving an award, but I also don't want to go to all these things. Maybe if I only had 1 kid, I would feel different. But with 5, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to go to. There's my grouchy mom moment. And the truth, I don't want to go to the award ceremonies. But I always do, because I've seen those reels where you see the little kid who's searching for his parent, and he sees his parent in the the assembly room and their face just lights up. And I always think, if I'm not there, my kid's going to be looking for me and he's going to be so sad. And so I always go. I don't want to. I don't want to. And I bet the teachers don't want to do it either. Can we all just say, none of us want this? I'm now feeling like maybe that's just me being a grouchy mom, and there's probably 90% of the parents who love it, and I'm just a grouchy mom. I think I'm just a grouchy mom. I do love my kids, by the way. I'm now feeling like I need to retract. I love my kids. I'm proud of them when they get awards. I think it's great. I just don't want to go to assemblies. Oh, I also have, my daughter has a soccer party. She did soccer for the first time this spring, and their practice was always on the night of piano, and piano is more important to me than going to soccer practice. So she never got to go to practice except once and played in these games and had no idea what she was doing. We tried to help her because I played soccer, and so I tried to help her, but she doesn't want me to teach her. And so her coach would be like, Nora, left defense. And she was like, I don't know what that means. I don't know where he's telling me to go. So it was not the best experience, but she did ask if she could sign up for fall soccer. So maybe it wasn't so bad. Her coach was super sweet and helped her. They really had a lot of patience for this person who has no idea what they're doing on the field. But anyway, she has a soccer party because it's over. And then my other son has volleyball practice. I decided I don't really want to do workouts in here. I'm actually doing workouts. I'm taking these flags off. I'm going to save them for something else. I have a different planner that I've been doing health stuff in. And one of the things I really want to do is not repeat stuff in planners. I feel like I write a lot of things more than once just because I want to see it. So I'm trying to pare down my planners, but also have specific places where I put specific things. And I felt like, I don't know, I just don't need to put my workouts in here. It's a habit I have. I don't need to see it again. And I really want to save this top spot anyway for birthdays or events, big things that are happening during the day. So I am going to pull out this sheet, and I want one to be for the last day of school, and the other one I want to be for my niece's birthday. All right, on Friday, my daughter has her final performance for drama. They are doing some Western, I can't even remember what the play is called. I don't know if the company that she's doing it with wrote it. It's something, I feel like I kind of know play names, and this one I definitely have never heard of. So I'm pretty sure it is a original for the company which is like a kids drama thing. All right. So on Friday, she has her dress rehearsal. They're doing it a little bit earlier. And then their performance is that just right after. And then directly after the play, my son and I are headed to California because he has a tournament. So it's going to be a little bit of a whirlwind weekend because we have to leave directly after that. So we're driving to Anaheim and not going to Disneyland. I was like, we're going to see Disneyland from our hotel. Do not ask me to go, because we can't this weekend. And it makes me so sad. But he has a lot of tournaments in California coming up. That's kind of like the headquarters of volleyball. And so and we're not that far away. It's 3 hours away. Honestly, the border of California is less than an hour away from my house. So it's just down the road, kind of. So we'll be back, and I'm sure one of these times we'll get a Disneyland trip in, but it's a lot of money right now. Disneyland is so expensive. It just is. But when you have 4 kids going to Disneyland, it's thousands and thousands of dollars. So one day we'll get back there. It's just not in the cards right now. Saturday, he has his tournaments. I really would love to do a little bit of morning beach time. We'll see if we actually have time. But his tournaments go from 3 to 6 or 3 to 8. I think it's 3 to 8. And then that kind of is taking up. I've also thought about stopping at Erin Condren store while I'm there. It's not super close. I want to say it's maybe an hour away from Anaheim. You California locals have to tell me. I feel like everything, even if it's 3 miles away in California, takes an hour to get to because of California traffic. But I kind of want to run down to just get some covers. I really don't need anything. But I love going to the store. So anyway, I might do a little trip. Maybe it will be a different one. Maybe one of our volleyball tournaments will be a little closer to the Erin Condren store. But so we're going to try to get, like I said, a little bit of beach in, a little bit of the volleyball tournament. I don't know that we're going to stay for all of them. He has several throughout the day, several games. And then we'll drive home that night. On Sunday, I just have church. And then I need, for my nursing job, I have to give report that day. Actually, still on call the next week, but I have to give report to the other nurse who is also going to help me out next week. I've been splitting a week instead of doing 1 week where I'm on every single day for a week for 24 hours, this other nurse and I have been splitting the 2 weeks. So I take 3 days and then 4 days the next week. And so we can kind of have some days off. But I'm on call Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday of this week. All right, so there's the appointments. And then for down here at the notes, I think I'm going to put like a quote or something during the week. I probably won't fill it out right now. As for the to-dos that I put on the specific day, I think I'm going to leave it for the night before and just think of the things that have to be specific to that day because I have so many to-dos on the next page. And maybe the morning of, I'll look at what I have for this week to do and see what I can get done on the particular day. For priorities, I wanted to put my top 1 or 2 things that I need to do. I need to think about that. As for habits, 6 habits is a lot for me, so I don't even know if I have that many. For sure, I want to do working out. I've been trying really, really hard to be better about my water. I'm not a great water drinker, and I know I need to be better. So I'm trying to get in 80 ounces a day, which honestly I haven't been very good at. 80 ounces of water. And then I just want to track my protein. I know that I need more. So those are kind of my health things that I've been trying to focus on. I also really want to do daily scripture. I want to do a daily house pickup too, where I just kind of reset the house each day. And see, this is one of my problems with habit trackers is that I feel like I need to fill them all out because I'm like, okay, what's another thing I could do? I think what I'm going to put down here is just having time outside, just making sure that I take a break because I'm not very good at giving myself a break. In fact, I'm not going to put outside. I'm just going to put take a break. I tend to be like kind of workaholic a little bit. I will sit and work all day and I have this to-do list that is never ending. And so I often feel guilty for leaving work. Like I just feel like I shouldn't be resting. I need to sleep. And I love that saying that rest is productive. In fact, maybe I'll put that down there that I need to do it. I've been kind of like a little bit wired. Okay, for work, I want to get this week my Erin Condren, the decor sheets and things that match the Erin Condren colors. That is a big thing that I need to get on Etsy. So I'm just going to put list the Erin Condren kits. I also want to start this week with my advents. I've started with my advents, but I want to start making my advertisements and things for that. I have a Christmas in July advent coming out. It will be released for pre-sale on June 1st. And then it should be shipping the last week of June or by July 1st. And then it's a 12 days of Christmas for the end of July. So it's Christmas in July. And then also I need to start doing all of my August listings as well. I'm trying to decide if I want to put those down. I might just put those two. Those are kind of big things that I need to do. And then this week, I need to make a run to take all my I have this pile of probably 8 bags of clothes and different things from around the house that I've been wanting to donate, and they're just sitting at the top of my stairs. So I'm finally going to do the donations. That's going to drive me crazy. I've got to white it out. I usually just try to fix it because I don't like the look of white out, and you can never write well on top of, I feel like I can't write well on top of white out, and you can see it. But I spelled that too bad. I also have Target returns. It's on my list every week. I did a Sephora return last week. I feel really good about that. But I have Target returns. I also bought some On Cloud shoes that I knew I just wanted to try a different brand because I've been buying the same Brooks shoes for probably over 10 years. And On Cloud, they're kind of expensive. And I tried them and I didn't like them. So I need to return those too. So I don't know why I bought them before even trying them on. My husband and my son love them. So that's why I did it. But I just like my Brooks better, and my Brooks are about the same price, if not a little bit cheaper. So I don't know why I even tried, but I gotta return those On Cloud. And I guess this could be Erin's is what this is going to end up being. Okay, so On Cloud returns, and then I have Amazon returns. And let me tell you about my nemesis of returning. I have had so many Amazon returns that I just don't end up taking, and then it goes past the date of being able to return them. So I'm determined. So Amazon returns. I need to stop buying online is what I need to stop. Because I have probably wasted more money than I'd want to know because I buy things and then need to return them and then don't. So returns are going to happen this week. I have to book the hotel that my son and I are going to stay at. I need to buy bagels. My daughter's class on the last day of school, they only have to go for a couple hours. And so her teacher is going to do a breakfast for them. So I told him I would send the bagels. Another thing I really, really want to get done this week is I need to clean out this office. I keep the planners I review until the next year when the new ones come out so I can do comparisons. And then I donate those to the kids. I know they're kind of expired, but the kids love them and they'll just redate them or use them. So they always come over and pick through them. So I need to clean out my closet so they can do that. They love it so much. It's so cute seeing them with their little Erin Condren planners. So it's by kids, I mean they're teenagers. I also just want to pare down. There are a lot of things here that I don't know, washi that I won't use. And I need to list some of my traveler's notebook leathers that I'm not using and just some of these things that I know I'm never going to use again. I just want the things I love. I don't mind having a lot of Erin Condren notebooks or having a plethora of the stickers that I love, or even my washi tape collection. I love the way it looks. It makes me happy in my office. It's okay with me. But some of these things, they just don't even bring me any joy looking at them, and they're just taking up space. So that's one of the things. I just want to pare down. Okay, another thing that I really, really need to do is the backyard. We have guests coming next week for my son's graduation, and our backyard's pretty nice. It's fine, but there's just some weeds that need to be pulled, some edging that needs to be done around our grass, that sort of thing, just to kind of clean it up a little bit. So that is the last thing I want to just put down here is that we have got to do a backyard cleanup. And then I want to put my top 3 so far up here. Number 1 is my EC kits. That is number 1. My number 2 would be my returns. I have got to get that done. And then my number 3 would probably be the hotel because it's a holiday weekend and his club volleyball, we're just kind of waiting to get our time slot and where we're even going to be in California because it could be in any of 6 locations. So I'm pretty sure where it's going to be, but yeah, I need to book the hotel. And they told us 5 of them are right around the Seal Beach, Anaheim area. So I'm just going to kind of risk it and book there. All right. I think that's it. I'm going to leave this notes open for my scripture study. And if a verse pops up that stands out to me, I'm going to put that here. And obviously I have a lot that I could fill out down here. But that's it for now. I'm still debating on whether or not I want these checklists here because I feel like I can work off of this. But I also think this can be overwhelming. And I can, on Monday morning, I could say, all right, I for sure can do the book the hotel. Like I'll bring that over, or I can list a couple of items, bring that over, or I can work on one of the kits and bring that over. And then I can just kind of break the week down into the day, the night before, depending on what time I have. So I really like this so far. I still feel like I think things will change over time as I figure out how I want to use it best. I also have all of these add-ons that I could use, and I forgot that I had brought these over here. So I do want to pull a couple of these out. I know I want to use trash day on that. I think I'm going to do family time on Saturday. I want to do trash day on Monday. And I need to do laundry on Wednesday because it's my only day I have. Okay, so there we have it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much for being here and supporting my business and for using my affiliate links when you buy things from the companies that I love and support, especially Erin Condren, because that's what I'm featuring today. If you are interested in picking up an Erin Condren, I will have a link below. It's actually a really good time to buy because it's a little slower. So it's not like buying on launch week. And all of these things are available. And if you use my link, I also have a Google form down below that I would love if you would come back and fill out, but don't feel obligated. It just is going to ask you for your order number and your order total because unfortunately, Erin Condren's affiliate link only tracks occasionally for us. And so it lets me report your sale, but you don't have to. I know that's a lot to ask, so don't feel obligated. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will be back soon with a back planning for a vertical. We're going to do that. And then next week, we are going to be doing daily duo planning, which is really fun and exciting. I'll talk to y'all very soon. See you. Bye.